We're going to take a look at a role play example, which you will find this role play further down in the course. But I wanted to introduce you to this concept so that you don't allow yourself to whistle past it. And important to notice in this video that I'm going to show, we cannot hear Janice, but you can hear Janice in the real world on your own headphones, but I'm not picking it up through the system sound. So I just thought I would say that. And you'll see that the whole role play is based on what I have given the system to think about, really very brief prompts for Janice herself, but then there's a fair amount of detail for you to consider as you go into this coaching session with Janice, who wants help dealing with some blockers in her life and profession. So let's go. So when we start a role play, we get this screen which briefs us on the scenario that we're going to be working with. And so you can see here the left-hand scenario in purple is the briefing to you as the life coach, saying you've got experience, you're learning about the fact that it's not your responsibility to treat the ADHD, etc. But this is just a briefing for you so that it can guide your questioning of the client. You could expand the scenario if there's more information about your first meeting with Janice, etc. And you know what she's been doing. It really just helps you, and this is something I've typed in for the scenario. Then you've got the AI character, where I again have given this character these prompts saying that, well, this is Janice, and Janice is struggling to deliver her work outputs in time and quality, etc. And so she's going to be working with this basis as you, as the coach, working in this purple block. Your goals on the right, you'll see, are to identify 2 indicators. She might have ADHD, give 2 examples about how you can compassionately suggest she speak to someone, and maybe 2 exploratory questions that consider options. So now in the top, we're going to start the role play. You've got 10 minutes is how I've set it. So you've got 10 minutes to do the role play. And now Janice, so you'll see Janice speaking here, but she's also the text appearing on the screen in front of you. Now, to the bottom left of the microphone, you've got a chat icon that you could type in your answers rather than if you don't have a microphone. However, we're just going to go back to where we were, and it's telling us we can tap to speak. On the right are all the prompts that you had in the beginning, which you can hide just by hitting guide, and then you're just talking straight to Janice. You don't have the background, but the background can be helpful for you. Then I hit tap to send, and I'm asking Janice, tell me a little bit more about your situation. What do you think some of those blockers are? Then I'm pressing tap to send. Janice will consider my question. So you'll see that although when you're working on Udemy, you will be hearing what she's saying, we're also getting a visual. And if you go to look at the chat, you're getting a record of what I have said to her with the microphone on. So you can see that you're getting a history there. And as again, you could be typing your question instead of dictating your question. But now I'm going to say, well, I'm ending the role play, and it'll give me some feedback based on what I've done. And you will see here, as we get there with this slow system, that it's not happy with anything I've said. You haven't met any of your goals. And goal number 1, identify 2 indicators. Well, I haven't done that. It's saying that I did ask a thoughtful question, and she gave back some information, but on the right you'll see areas for improvement, and down bottom left you could research common indicators to understand the behaviors you should be asking about. And if you then just exit out of this, you would be able to retry the role play, top right-hand button, or just continue out of this question. But I strongly suggest that you really just keep going around, come back to it again, maybe as it's saying, go and read up at something or go back and look at a lecture, so that you're giving another chance to talk to Janice. But we can skip the role play and it'll take us on to the next video in the sequence.